Hello and welcome to another update video. Essentially, I'm just going through a few of my achievements that I've done on streams and off streams in the past few weeks. So, One Piece World Seeker is now 100% fully. Without the DLC, it's 1045 Gs. Sounds like a dodgy number, but that is for some reason the number. So. Not sure why, but yeah, everything else on there is DLC content. So that's another platinum down, as I like to call it. So Ninja Gaiden 2 is something I've been working on for a few weeks, and it's probably one of the hardest games I've ever played in my entire life. So on Acolyte difficulty, it's quite easy. If you've never played the game before, you might struggle a little bit. You will be using the items to heal and stuff if you've never played it before. You get used to it. You get used to the sort of combinations that the bosses do and stuff like that. Then you move on to Warrior difficulty. And Warrior is a little bit more difficult. It ups the ante slightly. Like, it's not too bad if you're getting used to the game. But you can do a fair amount of like damage to the game if you really put your mind to it. Then you skip to a difficulty called Mentor, but you have to do these one at a time, so you do the whole game. There's 14 chapters. Some of them are quite long. You can skip parts of the game if you want to, or you can do like most fights, which generally people do if they want to play the game. But it is an incredible game to play. But Mentor difficulty, massive step up from Warrior difficulty. So you need to get used to 360 UTs. You need, with the Lunar especially, you need to get used to blocking and block resetting all over the show. You need to time your blocks and dodges, and yeah, it's a bit painful. But the game does give you a lot of resources to use in terms of healing and stuff, so it is a big challenge. I was trying to beat bosses without taking damage or without dying once or whatever, or maybe using one heal. And at certain points, you just think to yourself, you might as well just heal, take the hit. There is a certain spot at the start of the game. I think it's on chapter 1. There's a little river thing coming through the. It's like a little mini town, little river coming through. So you follow the houses along, you turn right. People are always coming at you in this game, but you turn right. Well, you turn right, so you're halfway. There's a little staircase down, and then you turn right again, and there's some arches. But if you just turn right down the stairs and then jump back, and then jump across, 2 people will always spawn there, and you can UT them. If you UT them, you get 500, I think, essence off them. If you get one kill with the ultimate technique, you get 500 essence. So if you farm that for a bit, on Mentor it's not really required. On the next difficulty, which is Master Ninja, which is it's a difficulty that has been known to make people cry, and it's it's just a damn right shame of a difficulty, to be honest. But this is a game that, when it came out a long time ago, games were already quite, well, not difficult, but they were more difficult than they are nowadays. The game don't hold your hand, and this was particularly difficult in a time of difficult games. So this is a beast of a game to be playing. If you want to get better at any game in general, just play this game, and you'll go back to another game, and it'll just feel like slow motion to you, or your reaction speed will increase, your ability to visualize patterns increases. It's really something. And you'll get used to the absolute nonsense that the RNG produces, because it comes up with some absolute horseshit sometimes. But other than that, it's a great game to play. Like, playing on Master Ninja nearly ruined it for me, but it was a difficult challenge, and rose to the challenge eventually, and we beat it. So you get 100 Gs for every difficulty you beat, Master Ninja being the last one, so there it is, 100 Gs. 1.29% of gamers have unlocked this. So it's not a very high percentage at all. And I assume they were splashing out on their nimpos and all sorts and healing all the time, which there's nothing wrong with it because you should be doing. My friend's done it, no damage all the way through the game. And my other friend's done it, all the fights, no damage all the way through the game. So, props to them. If you wanted to do Master Ninja though, you could literally skip most of the game. Because you can literally skip most of the fights in the game if you wanted to just run straight through the level. You can just skip most of it. There's only a few set fights that you have to do. Some of them are quite tricky, but you could easily get through that way. But I tried to do all the fights pretty much. So it was a bit of a challenge. Real good fun. Then you get to obtain all the crystal skulls. So throughout the game, there's going to be crystal skulls all the way. Just dotted about in different parts of the levels. I think there's 30 overall, and then there's one giant skull at the end. Apparently you get some sort of like essence boost or points boost of like 10% or something from getting these if you get a certain amount of crystal skulls, I think it's 20, you get the 10% boost or 5% boost, and then you get a 10% boost or something from the giant crystal skull. I'm not really au fait with what was going on with that, but yeah, it was interesting though. So, done that. Most of these achievements you will get just as you play because they're just naturally coming as you play. 100 hit combo sounds pretty hard, but it's pretty easy to be honest. You'll get that because you just will on easy especially. You'll get that. You're defeating all the bosses. You get achievements for. There's quite a lot of bosses, and you repeat some of the bosses. I think you repeat all of the bosses actually, in some form or another. Apart from 2 or 3, can't remember. But yeah. So yeah, these are all easy ones. And then some of the end ones that I was doing. If you do the Test of Valor as well, there's a rod thing in Chapter 2. So basically, if you kill all the ninjas in this little area, I think it's about a quarter of the way through Chapter 2, where there's a little building you can go inside and there's lights on in there and stuff. Basically, in that area, if you kill all the people, a light turns on in the outside bit, and then you can jump over the fence and you can grab the rod, and that unlocks the Trials of Valor, or the Test of Valor. And you can do those as and when you please. You can do them on Acolyte if you want. It's a lot easier. They're just like mini sort of gauntlets, different types of enemies in each one. So, good fun there, good fun. And then you have to complete the game. You can do this at any point as well, with all the different weapon types. So you can do from the start, complete it with the Dragon Sword only. So you can't change your weapon. And sometimes the game auto changes the weapon after a cutscene. So like if you kill Wolf, you're left with the Eclipse Scythe in your hand. You need to press start or press up on the D-pad and change the weapon back to the Dragon Sword. And I think there's a bit where after you kill Genshin for the last time, you have the 2 swords. The 2 swords are just auto in your hand, so you have to change that again as you fight Elizabeth for the second time. And yeah, so then after that, so after you've done the Dragon Sword all the way through, just click New Game Plus. Well, you click Load on after you've saved it at the end. If you load that, it starts a New Game Plus. And New Game Plus is actually really good because you can boost up your nimpos to like 10 nimpos or something. Your health you can boost up about 10 times as well. So it gets pretty easy. But yeah, some of the weapons are a little bit trickier to use. Most of them, you get a few combos that you can do on bosses, makes it a bit easier. If you're using health and stuff, you'll have hundreds of thousands of essence, so you can just heal your way through the game if you want. The only tricky bit is when you run out of well, you don't run out, but if you use all the life of the 1,000 gods, you can only use the heals from then on. You can't use, because I had, like, at the end of the game I had 10 life of the 1,000 gods. Um, so I was at full health, so you couldn't do anything with them. You couldn't heal with them, which was a bit annoying. But other than that, it's easy. And then everything's upgraded anyway. You can use the windmill shuriken, which is incredible. There is a technique to do it if you choose, where you can pretty much get through the game on one save. To like chapter 8, I think it was, my friend was telling me, by just using the windmill shuriken and Nimpo to beat the bosses. So that's pretty crazy if you can do that. But that will save you, 8 chapters of playing it over and over again. But yeah, you have to do it for every single weapon. So those were the last achievements I got. Eclipse Scythe to finish it. The next 10 achievements are some sort of DLC thing, which I'm not buying. So ain't doing that. The game's done. We're about to uninstall it for everyone to see. Yeah. So I've downloaded a few games as well. I don't know if anyone has a preference on what they want to see, but yeah. I've got Game Pass as well, so if you see anything on there that you want to see, if anyone's bothered, I'll just choose whatever to stream. I'm going to be streaming a bit of Witch 2. I started that on dark mode, so that's something we're doing. Started Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet, but I don't know how in depth we're going to go on that. I wasn't liking the mechanics at the start, but you never know. Might come good. We got Fable. Fable will be good. Halo, I need to do every single Halo game. Batman the Telltale series, I'm not sure what that is, but I might give that a look. We got Jump Force, Saints Row the Third, Witcher 3, Ignore Tembo, the Badass Elephant. Rare Replay is a game with 30 games in it, so it's pretty crazy. But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. I might actually do that next on stream, because I fancy just whacking that on easy, doing all the achievements. Because I've already done it on proud mode from the start on a blind playthrough, so I don't think I'll be doing critical mode unless there's an achievement for it. But we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, so that's basically it. Let's say bon voyage to Ninja Gaiden 2. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Itagaki, the creator, for creating those bats, which ruined my life for several parts of the game, and the incendiary shuriken ninjas. But yeah, other than that, have a great day, everyone, and I shall catch you soon with something else. If you want to check out my Twitch streams, feel free to join. And yeah, I'm basically doing, these are like my sort of Twitch archives now, the YouTube channel, so some of them I can post, some of them I can't, because they're a bit more rated R, or 18, some would say. But yeah, thank you very much, and take care, and we'll see you next time.